Hi everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. So I have a project I am filming. I created 4 cards today, and this is the last one that I'm filming for my in-person stamp camp for August. So as of today, the thing that I'm using is on the last chance list. I think that a couple of them are discounted as well, but I didn't pay that much attention. But I wanted to use it, so I know it'll be good for camp. It could be out by the time, or pieces could be out. I don't think so. By the time I post this video, because it's not going to be at the start of my list. I have other ones I'd rather post first. Camera looks crooked. But I'm going to do it because 2 reasons. One, I'm using the Greenery lane, which my card club girls used in July, so a lot of them have it, so it gives them one more idea. It also was inspired by a bonus project that we did in July using Extraordinary Flora, which is still available, and I'm going to show you that card. So often you don't get to see the behind the scenes cards that we're doing in my online card club, but today you are. So before I get going, here are the other 3 cards that I have filmed for my in-person camp, and then we're doing a kit card. Normally we do 6, but I haven't foiled before in person. And I'm thinking it's going to take us a little bit longer. So we're doing 5 this month. But this features the August product of the month. It's a beautiful pack of specialty pearlized paper, 12 by 12. Yours for just $5 when you spend $75. This one is a variation of a card that I did, the very first card I did with the foiling. But then I used Lost Lagoon and gold. This time I am using the pink foil. And then this one, Card Club, this month we're using Violet Meadow, but without the Violet Meadow paper. So I wanted to give my Card Club members a card or 2 that uses the Violet Meadow paper with the stamp set that we're using. So like I said, this for this card I am doing, there's some foiling on it, so I'm waiting for my thing to beep. I am doing the Greenery lane. It's beautiful. It coordinates with the washi tape in a little bit of a different way than the Extraordinary Flora. So if you have it, they go together nicely. This is beautiful. I love all the leaves. But I'm going to use this. I think that the embellishments I'm using today are on this card are also on the discontinued or last chance list. They're still available till they sell out. And then I'm using a sneak peek folder. So how should we do this? Because as soon as I start doing something, that thing's going to beep. So I have crumb cake. I could show you the card that inspired it. I have all of my plates for everything. Here it is, sitting here. So we have a crumb cake base and then a crumb cake false front because I want to be able to do stuff to my front. So now we've beeped if you haven't used this, and I don't. It's not Sweetly Sentimental because that's the little words. Maybe Classic Greetings. I don't know. I'm using the Happy Birthday, and I think that's what it is. So now once this has gone solid red, put that on there, press your button again. It flashes yellow. We need to have it flash green. I don't know at what point I'll stop telling you all of the steps. I'm assuming right now that some people still don't have it. And so they won't pay attention until you actually have it, right? So I don't want to skip somebody. So here's this card. Here's the one that it's inspired by. So it's going to end up being very similar, but different. So that's with Extraordinary Flora. I think the embellishments are leaving, so you would have to get those because they do look fabulous with this gold foil. And then here is the sneak peek of the folder. So the trick to this one is, well, if I can, the trick is to open it first. It's stuck. So I'm going to take this piece that is cut 4 by 5 1/4 and just put it in. You want to make sure it's straight and that you have more on the bottom than less on the top, and it's going to give us a basket look. So I'm just going to run it through my cut and emboss machine just like that with my gray plate. Okay, I just ran that through and this beeped. So I'm going to take my gold foil and I've pre-cut it to close to the right size. Lay that on there, and then I have some Lost Lagoon. Pop this on here. Now, if you have a problem with overfoiling, which is where it gets on paper, not just on the foiled parts, it could be happening for a few reasons. Is that you're putting your die on before the red light has flashed and then you're leaving it on too long, because if it gets too hot, it's going to melt the foil. The other thing that can do it is having lots of overflow onto cardstock. You want it to as close to size for your the foil die. Like if this is the size of your die, you don't want foil to go everywhere, because that then when it overhangs the paper and you put it through as slowly as you would like, which is what I'm doing now, then it can overfoil onto your paper. So here is our words. So see if there's too much of that, but you can't, there is a limit to how small you can get it, because then it's hard to get it on there all the way. Is that not just fabulous? This die alone, I think it's worth the price of the machine. It just makes everything you do look so professional. So now I have, let's do our die cutting first. So I have another piece of Lost Lagoon. It's the exact same size as this. I had a bunch of these left from, it must be from Card Club, because there's a whole stack of them. So for this, I'm going to take the washi tape, and I want to get one of these, and they're all going to be different colors. When you put it on the Lost Lagoon, it's going to be a little bit different of a color still. This had to be from this class because it's from Card Club last month, because it's the exact width of the washi tape. So I don't need a ton of these. I have 1, 2, 3, and then a bit, and this bit's enough to work with. So I'm just going to put it on here. Turn this off. You don't want any extra overhang. Sorry, because when you go through your cut and emboss machine, it will stick to your plate, especially when it gets pressed down there. So then the dies for this set, we'll cut out this, and then the top of this one, which is all I need because we're tacking a bouquet. I would just want to make sure I have a whole one of that, and then whatever is left around it. My other one did not have this one. It had 2 of these, just the way the washi tape falls. And then I'm going to cut this out. So in Card Club, we mounted those on several different colors because it kind of changes the overall look of your die. So you can see these are both Lost Lagoon. It kind of does, when it puts this translucent washi over the top, it kind of does a little bit what our two-tone cardstock. It's kind of that same look. So we're going to go back to our little panel here. And then I am going to get a piece of scrap. I created this over on my other table, and I had a piece of this, but I left it there. So I am going to stamp the top now, but I don't want it to stamp down into this wicker basket look. So I'm going to start with Shaded Spruce. The stamping is so super simple, and these 2-step stamps are fabulous. So you just want to make sure that you press when you've got these right down on the corner. Some of it's going to get covered up so they can look beautiful, and they might not even be seen by anybody, but you will know you did a good job. So let's get those there. Then flip this over. You can tell these match the tape. So these are all in Shaded Spruce, which is a very dirty color when it gets on your fingers. Now I'm going to go to the Lost Lagoon. 2-step these. Push this back up here. They 2-step really well. Better when your head is not, when you don't have to worry about your head being in the camera. Just put your head right over the top and look straight down, and you should have not any issue. This is a fabulous stamp set. I don't think that people really noticed it. I was kind of surprised to see it leave already. I don't remember, though, if it was new to the catalog or if it came out. I can't remember now what comes out when. Unless I'm at a Stampin' Up! Event and they show it, then I can remember that it was part of that. I don't need this anymore for those. I'm going to 2-step these. don't even know if in Card Club, guys, did we two-step with this stamp other than the big piece? I don't remember. Sometimes I do cards and they don't make it and they don't get filmed and they just kind of wither off and die until somebody gets it free in their card pack, which I'll be giving more card packs away with the September catalog kickoff. I do lots of card packs at the beginning of months and catalogs. I didn't do one in August because I just did one in July. And then this is Crumb Cake, and there's a little flower in here that matches the washi tape. So if you're putting whole pieces of washi tape on your card, it would match perfectly. This one I'm not, so, but it looks cute and it kind of fills in those spaces. That's all of our stamping. Now we just need to put this together. This is just going to go on here. Now, because this has gone through a folder, it's kind of bent, and it also makes your paper a little less sturdy. So I like to make sure that I have enough adhesive. It doesn't take Seal Plus, but my seal's over on the other table. I don't know where my second seal is. Apparently, I carried it at some place when I was moving stuff around. Grab some dimensionals. So this card is pretty, and then at the end, wait till the end, and we put those embellishments on. It just really takes it over the top because they look fabulous with this gold foil. So if you're in Card Club and Foil Club, then last month you would have both. You would have gotten your gold foil in Foil Club and then the gold embellishments in Card Club. So I'm going to take these. These do better with glue, but I'm not going to glue them now because of time. Because if the washi has spilled over, so here's the one, well, if it's on the back, like here, it tends not to stick. The Seal Plus works better. I can't even get it to go on there. So here is the one that didn't have its bottom. So I'll put it there and then I'll just make sure that this covers it up. I'm gonna use dimensional on these. I don't know where I put my little ones. I think I carried them down in the last project. So we'll just cut one of these in half. Under. I like for the stems to kind of go on top of each other so you don't have stem and stem. It's a lot of stems. My husband's out working on our deck. It needed to be repaired, so then he just decided he'd replace it, and then once he started replacing all those boards, he's like, I should have just repaired the ones that needed repaired. Like, well, that's your department. I can hear the drill out there going. And it's misting a little bit, which, you know, nothing better than having your husband out in the outside with power tools in the rain, right? So these are, I think, retiring flower accents. So this is pretty, right? But wait till we add these on. And because they're beautiful and because I'm 99% sure they're retiring, so I don't want to have any of these left. So I'm going to add 5. So 2 of the big ones and then 3 of the smaller ones. Could just keep going because doesn't that just that little blitz of gold on there is perfection. Here's my other one. They're going to look all pretty similar. Every time you run the washi tape through, you're going to get a different variation of flowers, and they'll be in different leaves. They'll be in different colors. It happens with Extraordinary Flora as well, but so super simple, and I love. It's just a nice kind of peaceful card. There you go. If you're interested in being part of my card club or doing my try it class, make sure you're on my email list, and then you'll know everything that's happening. Have a great one. Bye.